With master data information, it's possible to maintain data very easily. Let me give you an example. So here in our master data, contact, which is just a parameter I have set up, I've called it contact, and I've added Susan, and I've added Savi, which is two contact person that I would just like to add. And on those, I have added text. So I've added a default text because I have a conflict that I want to transfer my text on those two persons to my purchase and sales documents. So I need to make some default text that I can enter on the documents instead of writing them every time. So on Susan, for instance, I've added some default text in English, and in the underlying language table, which applies to this master data, I've made the same text in French, and likewise I could have done it in German and etc. And I could do that at Savi as well. Now on my customers that Susan usually work with, I can see here I have my customer 10,000. And on my customer 10,000, which has a language code of English, I've made some master data and attached Susan as one of the master data to this customer. Likewise, on the other customer 20,000, Discount Bikes, which is a French customer, I have attached metadata, and one of them also being Susan. Likewise, I could actually also have Susan on the purchaser side here on the vendors if I wanted to. But in my example, I have added Savi because he's the contact for some of our vendors. And here on my rims and spoke vendor 20,000, which is French, I've added Savi as a contact. And here I've added Savi also as a contact on another vendor. With those data, with this setup, if I want to change Savi's name, for instance, I could just do it here in one spot, one place, and it would change for all the vendors, all the places in Business Central where Savi is attached to. So every time I create new documents on whatever site where Savi is a part of, it will change. Likewise, on the underlying language table, I can maintain data only one place, so it's very intuitive. And this applies to all of master data, so it applies to customers, vendors, service items, lot number, etc. So let's take an example over here on items. We have the same paradigm. In this example, we have an item 1160. And in this item, we also have master data down here. We have some diameter, tire types, etc. And on the diameter value, it's written one place on the information value code, says diameter. And I could add languages on this diameter, so it's called something different in, for instance, French or Danish and German, and it has a default name down here. So in this way, the word diameter exists only one place in the system, and if I've spelled it wrong, I could just change it here, and it changes everywhere in the system, on new orders, new documents, etc. So it's a very unique data structure of working with data with a single point of change concept.